Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel outside the target demographic. Today I'm going to be getting my windows tinted. Let's get started. So I'm going to do a quick walk around. I've never had a car with tinted windows before, and I've never gotten windows tinted. So I want to do a before and after, and we'll also be judging and advertising the quality of his work based on how well the windows come out. So you can see right on in to this car, which is kind of a problem. And also, I'm not a fan of the heat, as I've said a number of times. So I'm hoping to, we're just going to get that in there, hoping to cover both of those things here. So that is our before. And from the inside, all the windows are going to allow in the same amount of light. I believe these guys can be, is it 55%, which ironically allows in 45% light? The tinting is weird. If it's a 5% tint, that allows 5% light in, which is kind of the inverse. I would say 95% tinted would be 95% dark, but no one asked my opinion on it. So that is our before, exterior and interior. So we have arrived at Sam's VIP detailing, and this is a before for the windows. And externally, you can see most things from outside the car, which I would prefer to not be the case. First look, man, especially with the black trim, looks great. And again, it is Sam's VIP window tinting. And this is the after. Now you can hear it's raining, so we're going to get another one with a more sunny day. But another thing you can hear is some sound deadening. So I'm chasing both removing the heat and the sound from this car. I would say a lot of it's coming from the hood or the roof, which, yeah, should be. But anything hitting the window, even during the drive, it was quite a bit quieter. And you are adding some thickness to the window, and you're adding a different layer. So sound will permeate and transfer through a consistent material, a consistent object more consistently than changing material. So before it was glass to air. Now it's glass to plastic, plastic to air. So you have a little bit more insulation in between the exterior and interior of your car. Not only from the sun, but also from, and we're talking sheets of rain falling. I am very pleased. What I will say, for this company in particular, whatever they use to clean the windshield, some kind of water, I assume, and I believe they squeegee the water out. They kind of just left it on the dash. I would imagine if I had just the original dashboard exposed, they would have wiped it up. I imagine they did the best they could, but I have some water there. I'll wipe it up as best I can. I'm hoping it won't do any kind of
color change or fading or anything like that. There isn't really a smell in here, which is nice. They did say that I am not allowed to roll up my windows for 3 days. And with the baking 80, 90-degree summer we're having, it's going to help boil any moisture and humidity, water in between the window and the plastic. It'll help move it to the edges and dissipate it, or so they say. So honestly, I don't see any bubbles. I'm going to do a more detailed inspection around the edges and corners to see if there's anything misadjusted. But right here, from the factory, you have the speckled kind of anti-glare, getting rid of the sun up high kind of thing. And right here, my finger is catching on the edge. So, I mean, I'm going to ride my finger along it. So they followed the exact curvature of those dots. It probably would have been easier just to detach the rear view and put it all the way across and reattach it, right? Or do a very sloppy job. But this is something I can see, and it's something that's going to be distracting me as the driver every day I look at it. And it is darn near perfect. So you have 3 dots. Of course, you won't be able to see it too well, but you have a smaller dot, a medium, a large size, and then the full size. And they've kept it in between those 3 dots. We're talking an eighth, a 16th of an inch, and they ran it up there. So something that would be the most distracting, and it looks like they did a real good job with that. So I'm going to do a little bit more detailed looking around the periphery and all that stuff. But honestly, I am very impressed with, this is my first drive with a tinted car, with a car that was not tinted before. And in the rain, it's been quieter. In the blazing sun just north of here, which is where we were to get it tinted, the contrast between the color of the shadows being presented on the upholstery and stuff. My air conditioner was working, getting the car cooler faster. As a nerd, this is something I keep track of. So all in all, if this thing doesn't start bubbling and peeling and distorting and discoloring, which are honestly for large concerns, if it doesn't do any of those 4, I am ecstatic with the turnaround. It took about an hour and a half. The price was under $200. Between doing the noise deadening, purchasing the materials, and getting the windows tinted, I, in $500, have fundamentally transformed this car. It will be cooler during the summer. It will be warmer during the winter. I got the UV rejection laminate tint that will not only keep the heat out during the summer, but keep the heat in during the winter. So all round better insulation. Turns out it has better sound insulation. Insulating the car. To be fair, it did sound pretty quiet with the tint, but this is also the day after I did my rear bench seats. See another video for that. But between the two, the car is noticeably quieter than it was after I did the doors and the trunk and the engine bay and the tailgate, hatch or tailgate. So the more I do to this car, the more excited I am, and the more concerned I'm going to get T-boned at some point in time, because Cleveland has some just batshit stupid drivers. And so far, I haven't had the privilege of interacting with them in a physical sense. So hope to keep that trend going. But consider getting your windows tinted. This was less than $200 to get them done. It's already made a noticeable difference, not only picture quality and ability to see your environment better, which is kind of odd. It's less bright, of course, but I don't see a degradation in clarity. I can still see the individual pieces of bark on that tree that's 50 feet in front of me through a window that is angled at a 45-degree angle, right? So light should be refracting and bending and all that anyways. Through rain and raindrops, honestly, I'm surprised I waited this long, shall we say. So that's what we got so far. I will try and include another video of a more sunny day to show you the difference. And I'm not really interested in going outside in this, so we will see from the exterior to the interior view later on.
From the outside, I would say it looks great. Much more difficult to see into. I feel like the black trim and all really pops with the darker windows, so visually looks much better. These two are the less tinted, and you can tell that there is a dramatic color difference and light transmission difference between them versus this. So we have that to this. So far this is the second drive that I've had in it, so data point of 2, but it does seem to be quieter. As I said, it is a much less harsh drive on the eyes, and that I usually have a pair of driving sunglasses that I, especially today on such a beautiful day, usually feel that I need to employ as I'm driving. I didn't need to today. I am liking it so far. My voice may not sound it, but actually pretty excited, pretty thrilled with the way this turned out, especially for the price. I feel like every day I drive it, I'm going to be reaping the benefit of that. And so far, I'm waiting for the other boot to drop, but I have not seen any issues with the job that they did. That's all I got for today. As always, outside the target demographic. Any questions, comments, concerns you have, leave them in the comments section below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in the next video.